Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on a Steam title that has gone free forever, so you can check that out. This isn't like a free offering or anything like that. No, the game just went free forever. Also, we have a new franchise sale over at Steam and a couple of other deals I'll give you guys a heads up on in a little bit. But first of all, Forgetful Dictator is now free forever over on Steam with a big update. Now, this game came out back in 2019, and it notes Forgetful Dictator is now free on all platforms. This was a little side project that I hadn't touched in a while, but I decided to go back, polish it up, and make it free. Thanks to everyone for the support. The Steam version will come first, then I'll update the mobile version shortly thereafter. A major update also adds 150 more trivia questions to the pool. Difficulty has been reworked simply because the base game was too hard. Now the default game mode features an autocomplete field for entering countries and capitals. Multi-choice questions have been reduced down from 4 options to 3. In addition, you can now abandon a country if you're stuck. You won't get points for conquering them, but you'll be able to progress. The extra game options, such as Upside Down mode, are now their own game challenges rather than add-ons, and the scoring system has been overhauled in a myriad of smaller changes as well. The game used to be a pay-to-play title, but now free forever. 58 Steam user reviews, 93% positive. A powerful dictator has everything he needs to conquer the world except a grasp of basic geography. Learn country names, trivia, capitals, and flags as you achieve world domination. Conquer the world, 180 plus countries and territories to learn and conquer. Triumph over trivia, hundreds of carefully selected trivia questions to answer. Defeat the Dino Dictator. Get strategic, acquire hints from answering trivia questions, and use them to help name the countries. Don't run out of armies, or you'll meet the firing squad and get fired. Manage upgrades, have a healthy, unlock rewards, and challenge yourself throughout. With his Steam achievements and hardcore options, can you become a master of basic geography? So I know you guys have been waiting for this for a while, obviously. I joke, but hey, nice of the developer to offer this free forever. And yeah, this isn't just a free offering. It'll be free forever unless it gets pulled from Steam for whatever reason. But yeah, you guys can check that out right now, so definitely give that a look. Forgetful Dictator, now available free forever. Alright, moving on from that, do want to give you guys a heads up on some Steam deals, particularly a franchise sale that has just kicked off. Watch Dogs franchise sale has just started. Now, I know that Ubisoft these days isn't everyone's favorite publisher, but let's acquiesce to the fact that they have released some okay games in the past. Look, I'm not a big fan of Ubisoft Connect. I'm not of nonsense like Assassin's Creed Mirage not being available on Steam, but it is Ubisoft's own IP. Like, I guess let them do whatever they want and wait a year and it'll come to PC as well. Excuse me, it'll come to Steam as well. But Watch Dogs, I actually did enjoy the Watch Dogs game. If you guys remember back in 2013 and to 2014, Watch Dogs had an absurd amount of hype. If you weren't around and you didn't grow up like following gaming that much during that 2013 and 2014 time period, for whatever reason, Watch Dogs, I think it was E3 of 2013 where it got its big gameplay demo. That had to have been one of the most anticipated games leading up to its release. It had a colossal level of hype, and unfortunately, it had so much hype that when the game ultimately came out, it had a little bit of that Assassin's Creed 1 syndrome, where the game had a lot to like, but it was very, very rough around the edges, and generally speaking, just had a lot of issues, especially on PC, where the PC port was abysmal for Watch Dogs 1. From what I can tell, it's better now, but I haven't played Watch Dogs 1 in a while, so just keep that in mind. And it's still a good game. It's just, you guys might not know about this because the IP these days from Ubisoft doesn't have that much luster. Like, you look at, if you were around during the build-up to Watch Dogs Legion, for example, wasn't as big as Watch Dogs 1. Watch Dogs 1 was a huge, huge release, and the thing is, I personally thought Watch Dogs 2 was a considerably better game than Watch Dogs 1 from a gameplay and design standpoint, and to me, it felt a lot like what Assassin's Creed 2 did for Assassin's Creed, where Assassin's Creed 2 really built upon AC1, made it more accessible, and a lot of people enjoyed AC2 a lot. I felt like Watch Dogs 2, maybe not to the level of AC2, but did that for Watch Dogs, but unlike Assassin's Creed, it didn't have that commercial reignition that Assassin's Creed had with AC2, and I don't know why that is, but yeah, Watch Dogs is a franchise that really didn't catch on at the point, like, to the level of what it could have potentially been. Again, like, I remember leading up to Watch Dogs 1's release, and it was colossal. But Watch Dogs 1 is $4.49, which I think is a pretty good deal. Watch Dogs 2 is $7.49. There is some DLC content on sale as well. And then Legion is $9. I wasn't crazy about Legion, but Watch Dogs 2, again, I think it's quite good. So I would recommend that. They also have the bundle where it's the entirety. It's Watch Dogs 1, 2, and Legion. It's $18.87. It saves you $2 as opposed to buying the games, you know, individually. So it's really not that crazy of a savings. But, you know, I crap on Ubisoft all the time, and rightfully so. I think Ubisoft fumbles the bag a lot when it comes to utilizing their IPs, because you look at what they have under their umbrella: Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, Rayman, Beyond Good and Evil, and like so many of those games have just, or so many of those franchises have just been dormant for so long. But I'll concede when I think their games are fairly decent. And while I didn't think all three Watch Dogs games were out of this world good, I did think Watch Dogs 2 was really good. And for this price point, I think they're fairly decent pickups. Next up, also want to give a shout out to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Standard Edition, 75% off for $9.99. Now, I actually like Pillars of Eternity 1 better than PoE 2, but that might be a little bit of a hot take. PoE 2 was great as well. If you like the throwback isometric style RPGs, Obsidian did a fairly good job with this one. This one obviously has more of a ship gimmick attached to it, but a really solid RPG, a lot of content, replayability, and it's a deep single-player RPG, again, with a lot of content. So if you never played Pillars of Eternity, I think Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire is a pretty good shout, and at $9.99 it's pretty good. There is the Obsidian Edition that includes a bunch of DLC content. That's 75% off for $14.99. Again, the first game is not on sale right now, unfortunately, and it's like $29.99. Definitely don't be paying that. But as you guys might know, Obsidian is now owned by Microsoft, and all their games are on Xbox Game Pass. So if you want to go the Game Pass route, that is an option as well. So go and give that a look if you're interested. And lastly, I do want to give a shout to SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, which is down to $6, which I just think is a ridiculous deal for a really solid 3D platformer. Now, it's solid, but at a lot of fundamental levels, like, it is a fine as a platformer. I think what makes this a real worthwhile playthrough is if you grew up watching SpongeBob and you're nostalgic towards the IP, which that's who this game was targeted for. And Battle for Bikini Bottom was a game that originated, I think, on the GameCube, and Rehydrated is a remake and an upgraded release of that. It's fairly good, but if you're not a SpongeBob fan, obviously, don't pick it up. And I don't know how many of you guys are SpongeBob fans these days. I'm talking about growing up with SpongeBob. Like, these games are fun to go back and go through. I'm not saying spend $30, $40 on them, but at $6, I think it's quite good. There was another SpongeBob title that was released, The Cosmic Shake, and that's on sale, but that's still kind of expensive. I want to say it's like $20, and that's a little bit too pricey. Yeah, it's $20, a little bit too pricey for my liking, but if you do want to check it out, maybe add it to the wish list and get it when it's a little bit cheaper. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Forgetful Dictator, free forever over on Steam. Go ahead and give that a look. Watch Dogs franchise sale. I would highly recommend Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs 1 even was pretty good, especially when you're paying $4.49 for it. I think that's a great buy, and the trilogy for $18.87 isn't bad. Pillars of Eternity 2, and then SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Links to everything, as always, in the description box down below. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.